banks are allowed to privatize gains and socialize their losses. Let me explain what this means. When banks make money, they don't share that money with the rest of us. Those gains are kept within the company and its shareholders. This is normal, and this is what any company does. The part where banks are allowed to operate differently than most other companies is that they get bailed out when they make terrible business decisions, which are usually born of greed. But honestly, can you blame them? They don't have to account for risk in the same way a normal business would. I don't think the government is coming to bail out your local AC company or local restaurant. With this system of rules, their losses are socialized, meaning we all pay for that. A bank that is allowed to keep all of its gains is also allowed to spread its losses across the citizens of this country. A pretty good deal for the banks, but not such a good deal for the rest of us. What do you think? Let me know in the comments and subscribe to my channel. An example would be, let's say you own a restaurant. Your restaurant is doing well and you profit each month. You get to keep 100% of those profits, as you should. But then you decide to change the menu and buy hundreds of pounds of steaks, only to find out the majority of your clientele is vegan. You offer your waiters huge bonuses, your bartenders offered stock in the company, you invest in some crazy risky investment, and at this point you start losing money because of your poor business decisions. In a normal capitalist scenario, you would be forced to alter business decisions to try to once again become profitable. If you fail at this, then your business will close. But if you're allowed to socialize your losses, it would mean the whole city where your restaurant is located must pay your debts, even though those debts are because of your own poor choices and not theirs. In this scenario, many of the people forced to pay your debts have never even been to your restaurant. How fair would that be? But this is exactly what happens when a bank fails and the government steps in to save them. They're allowed to privatize their gains and socialize their losses. Now, I know there are some who think this doesn't affect you. Maybe you don't pay income tax. Maybe you live on Social Security or a pension, or maybe you have some benefactor who gives you a stipend every month. Whatever you do for income, I guarantee you this affects you. You go to the store, you shop online, you buy things. The cost of these things rise because the purchasing power of your dollar has dropped due to inflation, which means in very simple terms, you have to spend more dollars to get the same goods and services. Believe me, you pay, I pay, we all pay to bail these banks out. So these bailouts don't just treat us unfairly, they actually cost all of us money. We pay when bailouts occur, always.